my manager is no longer employed at Amazon. I think I lost my badge during the move.
Going back to work might trigger some of my emotions again, and we'll see how it goes. If you don't know me already, my name is April and I'm a 24-year-old software engineer living in Seattle. 3 months ago, I started taking a medical leave from Amazon because I was burnt out. So today is the first day that I will be back at work and I am a bit scared. Overall speaking, I think my medical leave from Amazon was a very positive experience. That being said, this morning on my phone, I found this folder where all of my Amazon apps for work were stored in, and immediately my heart dropped. Going back to work might trigger some of my emotions again. Which is why I want to film this vlog, because I want us to find out together. That being said, it is currently 7 a.m. I'm still a little bit jet lagged from going to Europe, which is why I've been sleeping very early and waking up pretty early. And as you can see in the back, I just moved into my new apartment and this is my room. The bed is still not set up yet and there's like boxes everywhere. So for this week, we have 3 goals. 1 is to get back to Amazon and get acclimated with working again. 2, keep on unpacking and fully settle into this apartment. And the third quest is to be able to somehow juggle YouTube with everything else all together. Since I still have an hour or 2 before work starts, I am gonna get started with editing because I need a video out on Monday and it's already Wednesday and I'm probably at 20%.
From what I heard, people who come back from a medical leave tend to quit within half a year. At this point, I'm not super sure where my future sits because taking a leave has also shown me that I didn't have the best habits before. So I couldn't quite figure out whether the reason of my burnout is more external or internal. And that's why I'm willing to give it another try.
I think I lost my badge during the move because I literally haven't used it in 3 months. I'll probably have to go in and ask for a badge today.
I was so nervous to see my coworkers because I don't know how they will react. So I sat at the lobby desk and worked on some of my missing medical leave documents before finally summoning up my courage to go upstairs.
It is already 1:30 and I'm about to eat my lunch. Apparently, a pretty dramatic first day so far. Even though I finished all of the tasks assigned to me, I waited until my intern completed his internship as well as finished my on-call shift to take the leave. I didn't give any notice in advance to that, so initially I felt a little bit weird seeing my teammates again, but it appears that everyone on my team is pretty nice and welcoming, and everyone shared a lot of updates to me. Apparently, as of last week, my manager also started taking medical leave. So at this point, I'm reporting to my skip instead of my manager. So I also caught up with my skip just now, and I don't think I'll get assigned any work for at least a couple days. This morning, I caught up on all the Slack conversations that happened while I was away, but I didn't really catch up on any of the emails yet. For the rest of this week, I probably would only focus on catching up, trying out the new AI products, as well as do all the trainings that I missed. So it's more chill than I thought it would be. I mean, we're also heading into the holiday season, so that makes sense. But yeah, this is a lot less stress than when I left the team.
Honestly, it was pretty shocking that my manager was also on leave. I did hear about rumors from coworkers, but I don't know. Part of me just wonder if we both were drowning in the same broken system. Before my leave, I was juggling 3 projects at once and felt completely burnt out. Every one-on-one with my manager felt like an indication that I was failing at my day job, but maybe it wasn't just me. I guess I'll never really know what happened, but what I do know is that as a conflict avoidant girly, I definitely felt lighter for never having to confront her ever again.
Print a new badge. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Me too. Hello. We have some unboxing moments right now. We bought some We groceries. So if you don't know what We is, it's an Asian grocery app. What I love the most about We is that the grocery on We are so much cheaper than the ones that you would have been getting from an Asian grocery market. I think that's not the case everywhere, but it is true here in Seattle. So we really enjoy using We. And what I thought was really cute is that they have seasonal boxes. So you can see it's like a Wicked theme box, and I thought this is so cute. I got my beef ruffling. We also have ground pork, beef tendon balls. Oh, 2 small cabbage, spring onion. Oh, we have some mushrooms. Oh, this box tray looks pretty good. And persimmons. So that was our reorder. It is a lot because our fridge is entirely empty as we're just moving in.
Guys, I've been editing for the past hour and a half. I wanted to start a bit earlier, but I couldn't get myself to do it until after dinner. But then I'm a little bit carb loaded, so I'm a little bit sleepy. It's only 9:22 p.m. right now, and I feel like I'm pretty much done. Not because I finished my task, but because I am so sleepy that I can probably just lean onto my desk and fall asleep. But I'm trying to at least get a little bit more done because I cannot work on this during the work hours. The idea of that is still new to me after 3 months. Good morning. This background is hideous. The last apartment that I used to live in has very pretty walls, so I didn't really have to do anything to make the background look cute, but I just realized that a bare white wall is pretty boring. But I'm not even done with unpacking yet, so I have to wait a little bit to get my wall decoration set up. This morning was pretty hectic. I spent about 20 minutes trying to clean up. As you can see, I loaded some of the clothes over here. It's still not near done, but I celebrate any progress. Today, I finished reading this book, The Gentleman's Gambit, the finale of a series of books that I started back in 2020, which is kind of like Jane Austen, Bridgerton style romance novel focusing on suffragists around the 1870s. I really love the first and the second book, but I feel like the third and the fourth were a little bit more of a flop. If I get any downtime during work today, I might go on Goodreads and leave a review while my memory of the book is still fresh, because I know it's not the most popular, but it holds a very special place to my heart. But anyways, it's 8:46 and I have a meeting at 9:30 and I'm not ready yet, so let's get ready. I'm running home right now because I accidentally brought my personal laptop instead of my work laptop. This is so chaotic of a second day. Can I just get a oat milk matcha latte?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Me too.
I didn't really get to film a lot of footages during work because despite the work itself being somewhat chill, the stress of juggling moving apartments, editing, and work has been slowly getting to me. I was also very aware that I'm doing this to myself by choice. I am so determined and dedicated to make the time capsules like this for my future self, so I'm simply owning up to that decision. Work has been pretty slow today as I'm still catching up, but in an interesting turn of events, here's a crazy work update from today.
I do have some updates about my work, which was pretty shocking to me, but I'm in a time crunch right now because I'm trying to go on a run and I have to go on an errand in a little bit, so I'll tell you more about the work update a little bit later. Hello, I am on my way to drive to U District to get my computer fixed. My MacBook had a crack on its screen for the longest time and I was trying to bring it to UW before my trip to Europe to get it fixed. However, things did not work out because as soon as I landed in Paris, I realized that the repair essentially broke my monitor screen completely. I even had to go to an Apple shop in Paris and they told me that the shop that I'm going to is not an authorized repair shop. They also told me that I should go back to the shop and get a refund. So I am a little bit let down. The repair shop did tell me that my repair comes with 1 year of warranty, so I want to go and see what they can do for me. Hopefully I can either get a refund or even switch back to my old computer screen. But yeah, that aside, I promise you that I'm gonna give you an update on the big news that's happening in my team. To be very honest, the reason that I decided to start taking a medical leave from Amazon was because of burnout. But here's the part that I don't think I told you about. The reason that I was getting burnout is partly because I was constantly feeling not confident in my work. I felt like communication was hard and a lot of other warning signs. But I guess the surprise today is that after I came into work, I realized that my manager is no longer employed at Amazon. So essentially they're gone. Honestly, that feels pretty interesting because I definitely do feel a sense of relief because I've been dreading communicating with her. But I guess this is a pleasant surprise. So that's the update. I thought I would have been in U District already, but I am still not even on the freeway. Seattle traffic sucks.
As the news of my manager's departure slowly sank in, I was also having a difficult time with the computer screen repairs. Essentially, they told me that I came too late today and they couldn't take my repair and I have to come again in a different day. With the shop, it's easy to point fingers and blame them for making things difficult. But what if I'm the one who didn't do enough research? And what if the same thing is true in other aspects of my life as well? What if I was part of the problem too.
Where should I start from? I got back home from U District after not really accomplishing anything, but luckily today Kevin cooked dinner and the dinner is pretty good. We got Wagyu kalbi, which is beef short ribs from Costco, and then we're pairing it with rice and bok choy. Good morning. It's Friday now, so this will be the last day of my vlog. Originally, I wanted to plan for this vlog for a whole week vlog, but as I'm editing the last 9 days, I realized that now that I'm starting to work in corporate again, there's so much footages all at once. So I'm trying something new. This is gonna be a 3-day vlog. Also because I'm going to Portland for the weekend for my sister's birthday, and part of me wants to keep that memory to myself. Anyways, I am 6 minutes away from having a meeting with my editor. Now that I'm going back to corporate, I will have to make sure that I can keep on making videos for you guys. What I thought was the really interesting part is that I'm still like the one who implements, the one who follows instructions when I'm in corporate. But working with an editor is very interesting because I realized that I have to see myself in like a manager perspective. I have a pretty structured workflow, default templates, some fonts that I tend to use for my videos, but I don't have those documented anywhere. So it's really hard to get my ideas across to someone else. So last night and this morning, I was working on a lot of the things that feels very corporate for me. I was working on meeting notes as well as started a doc for some of my expectations as well as SOPs. By the way, if you don't know what SOP is, it basically is a document where you follow a set of guidelines when you have to work with a task every time. So you can hand this document off to anyone and they will be able to replicate it. Now we have 3 minutes left until the meeting. I will set up the workflow and go through the SOP with my editor and we'll see how it goes. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, bye, take care.
Goodbye, have a good day.
Meeting done.
Coming back to work after 3 months has been quite an interesting ride. Sure, there has been dramatic external changes, but these couple of days back to work has also shed new learnings about myself, and that is why I feel like I'm handling the stress a lot better this time, through strategic thinking and actually taking care of myself. Thank you so much for watching till here, and I'll keep you updated on my career and mental health journey as I navigate this next chapter of my life. If you haven't seen my vlog before my medical leave, make sure to check that out over here, and remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't get lost. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!